guys, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Hello, my fellow fire signs. How are you? I'm a Sag rising. I go great together with an Aries. I have lots of Aries friends, actually. I have lots of leadership friends. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you're brand new and you've come in over the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of an influx of people over the last couple of weeks. So if one of those is you, thank you so much. If you'll let yourself be known in the comments, I'm always there. I'd like to see you. Like to see that you're there. Thank you so much for contributing here. I like to share energy here, so I hope that you'll share energy with me, and just by doing that, by being in the comments, whether you're sharing an emoticon or whatever you're sharing with me, or a thumbs up, anyway, share an energy with me. All right, I didn't call it yet, so I'm not taking these, but we're going to look at them. It says retreat manifestation. It says time spent alone, reflection of the past and current situations, and the law of attraction, thoughts become things. So I think that you're supposed to find some space for yourself, no matter where that is, all by yourself. Go rent a hotel room or a cottage for a weekend by yourself. That's what it feels like. Here we go. Sun, moon, oh no, I better not. I didn't call it. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for Aries. Just put that one back in. All right, here we go. This is for Aries. Psych. Just throw them, Elsie. All right. Quit being so pushy. All right. So we got a soulmate. There we are. Soulmate. So this is for the week ahead. So, you know, starting around Monday or so, it feels like I feel like you've had this on your mind for a while, though. It says divine will provide you with love when you are ready. So either you're in a relationship and you're not in love and thinking about the soulmate, or you're someone who's single thinking about the soulmate. We've got resolving issues, divine counterpart. What is going on? Resolving issues with a divine counterpart and putting in the work. So I feel like you have been apart from this soulmate. But it's more, I want to say it's more terminal than that. It's not just a soulmate, it is a divine counterpart. So this is the person that you're supposed to be with. It's a divine connection, and it's being sent to you from your source or from your angels. It feels like there is somebody that you've been out of touch with or not talking with. This person, I think that you've had a realization is the soulmate, the divine one. Yeah, it says the divine will bring you love when you are ready, resolving issues, solving inner conflict with others, and healing past trauma. So I feel like you've been healing yourself, Aries, and after you finish healing the self, I think that you're going to have to heal with the divine counterpart, with the soulmate. I think you're going to have to resolve some sort of issue that came up between you and this person who is your divine counterpart here. I think that you're ready to put in the work. This is action that helps achieve goals. There is a goal here. And I think the goal is to begin talking here, building a path to success. Yeah, I feel like, Aries, that you want someone to build a path with you, and that you now have a knowledge, or maybe you always did, that this person is a divine counterpart, but I feel like there's something keeping you apart that needs to be spoken of. We got obsession, focusing too much on one situation, the need to take a step back. So I think it's been a little obsessive for you, I'm going to say. And I think it's time for you to cool your jets, step back on it just a little bit. It might be a new realization. It might be why divine counterpart and soulmate are both here. It might be a new realization, like, oh my gosh, this is why I'm thinking about this person. This is why I can't stop thinking about this person. And I feel like it's someone who you have had issues with, or you wouldn't have to be resolving issues. So resolving conflict with others has caused inner conflict for you. Tell me more about this, please, for Aries. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. We have the Eight of Swords. We have shadow work. Oof, that's some heavy energy. Shadow work and the Eight of Swords. You're stuck in shadow work. It might be a realization of the divine counterpart that you've done in the shadow work. You're resolving issues, but you're stuck here in the shadow work, which is really tough energy. There is something that's unresolved here for you, and you need to resolve it. I think you're willing to do that. I think you're willing to put in the work. You cannot stop thinking about the soulmate, the person that you think is your soulmate. There is something between you that needs to be resolved, and it has to do with shadow work. I think it's on your part, Aries. I'm just saying. If you don't know what shadow work is, please search Ten of Cups Tarot. Just go to the Ten of Cups Tarot page, hit search, and you want the Lightworker's Chronicle. I did one on Uncle Floyd there, and it's all about shadow work if you don't know what that term means. All right. What else can you tell me about Aries in the week ahead, please? That's as if this isn't enough, right, Aries? As if this isn't enough. She's just going to ask for more. Right. Sounds like an Aries thing. Is that all you got? All right, here we go. We've got the High Priestess. We've got the Five of Swords. Ooh, and the Queen of Swords. And 9 swords. There's a lot of swords here. So I think that there has been silence. Yeah, I had sort of suspected that there is, because of there's resolving issues and soulmate next to each other, that there had been silence, and then the High Priestess shows up. But understand, I think that there's been verbal silence because you've been in your head. I think that you've been trying to come to an answer in your head, or you're thinking about something obsessively. It feels like the shadow work part of it is that maybe you said something or did something that you keep chastising yourself about. I think that you keep going over it and over it, reliving it over and over. Or maybe they do. Take it as it resonates. It's a general reading, right? We've got Piscean energy here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And this is the World card, by the way. So the Universe card in this deck is the World card. And that is about fixed energy. So it's Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. I think that there's been silence because somebody's been in their head and didn't know what to do. They've been trying to find a way to solve their inner conflict, which is the shadow work. And I believe that they want to heal something with you. So I feel like the Five of Swords, what they keep reliving is what they said to you or how they were with you. Like it feels like it was either intense or it was a right fight or somebody tried to dominate the conversation or something like that. It feels like somebody feels regretful or sad or is feeling in lack, and the shadow work below, I feel like the shadow work they have is what made them act like that. Is what made you act like that. It's the shadow work. It's not what you would choose, but it's deep down there, and you didn't know it was there until this came up. Yeah. So I feel that there was some type of conversation that was really hard, intense. It doesn't feel like anything. There was no character assassination. We didn't yell and scream at each other. But I think it was harsh, intense words where somebody tried to dominate the other, or somebody tried to dominate the other, or tried to use like a superiority complex. Like someone was trying to be the leader, trying to dominate the conversation. That's what it feels like. I think that in the near future that you're about to take action. It says action that helps achieve goals, and I feel like your goal is this unfinished business. Yeah, it's something that hasn't yet closed. It's been dangling there. It's been dangling over your head, and I don't think you like that anymore. I feel like you're liberating yourself from this situation, that regardless of what went on, because of the trigger from the shadow work, I think that you're going to be willing to talk about it. So I think, Aries, that you want to reach out to someone for some conversation now. I think it's something that you have been thinking about obsessively for a while. We have the 8 of Swords and the 9. So here is like, I can't stop thinking, and this is the worry. In the future, what if it doesn't work in the future? It didn't work in the past. Divine wisdom. It's the blessings from the universe, right? Divine wisdom is the knowing. It's the knowing that no one can tell you no about. We have the 10 of Pentacles, divine wisdom, and the 9 of Swords. I feel like as we look into the immediate future here, Aries, I feel that you've always known that this person was all of it, that they had so much worth. This person is 10 pentacles, right? All of it. I feel like you worry. You worry that the message that you give them or the message that you send is going to be very dry. It's going to be very factual. I think that you worry that this person is just going to say, look, I'm not interested, 10 of Swords, and close the chapter right away, because this thing has been stalled. Yeah. It feels like it's been really stalled. There's been no energy between you at all for a long time. Okay. We've got obsession, and we've got the 8, and we got the 9. Yeah, so I think you're really up in your head. If you don't have Swords, I'd be surprised, but I think that you're just an overthinker. Yeah. All right, Aries. Tell us about this 8 of Swords and the High Priestess. It's the overthinking that is keeping the silence. I also think that even though there's nothing being said in the 3D, I feel like you two are connected. So you're probably dreaming about this person. They're probably dreaming about you. I feel like there's an energetic connection here, and that your person could be a high priestess. So someone who is quite psychic or connected to their gut, has a high intuition. This is card of Pisces. This is someone who's probably a card reader or into the esoterics of some sort. Or maybe they're just a person who is, always has known that when they dream about something, it's going to happen. Tell me more about the 8 of Swords. Yeah, there's been no talking. There's been no energy here because it's been silent. Because of the 8 of Swords. More swords here. 3 of Swords. Okay, so I feel like you two know each other, and there's already been some sort of heartbreaking incident, yeah, between you. And so I think that's the reason that stall. It's the stall of the 8 of Swords. You don't know if you can come forward because of something that happened in the past between you that caused either disappointment or a broken heart, and it fell into immediate silence. Now, I feel that maybe the High Priestess thinks it fell into silence because you weren't interested. But I really think what was happening, Aries, is you were having a realization that this person is a soulmate. You know that's why you can't get them out of your head. You know that's why they appear in your dreams. You know that's why when you're walking through the mall, you think you see them at the back of their head. I feel like it's something that's almost become a little bit haunting. The 8 of Swords tells me that. So then I think that, it's the shadow work that you're doing. It's you're working on yourself. It's not like you were trying to ignore this beautiful connection. I don't think that's what you were doing at all. But I think that you had fallen into a place of, that you were helping self. That's what the shadow work is all about. Diving deep to figure out what's going on down there. And so I think that the 5 of Pentacles is sort of a natural follow to the shadow work, because when you're doing shadow work, telling you, you're not talking to anybody. All you're doing is purging and purging and purging. It's terrible. It ends up being the most beautiful thing in the end, but it's terrible. Don't think that you were speaking to many people. I don't think that you meant to leave this person out in the cold. I don't think you were speaking to many people because I think you were going through some stuff. And you were actually disconnected from everything. I think you being another one of those people. So we have the Lovers here. So there is unfinished business here with someone that we already know. We've confirmed 3 times now that this person is your divine counterpart and your soulmate. So there is unfinished business here for a reason, and it feels like you want to liberate yourself from the feeling of this. I don't think you want to be in the 5 of Swords and the shadow work anymore. And I think you've been doing a lot of shadow work because there's some unfinished business here. What's happening in the future? You're going to work on it. It says here, putting in the work. This is the 8 of Pentacles. I don't know. I can't write this stuff, y'all. So I feel like you are going to work on it. You're going to work on it with words. I think you want to know if this is a chapter that you want to close, or what it is that you want to do with this chapter. Tell me who the soulmate is. The soulmate could be a Scorpio, but it also could be a change of mind, understand, right? This could be, we could be talking about you, Aries, and It could be a change of mind. So I think it's a realization for you with the Death card here. I think it's a realization that you do have this soulmate. I think you're going to take charge because now you see the value in the situation. You see the value of your person. Your person could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could be Aries like you. But I think that the Emperor represents you. And I feel like you're the one who has had the change of mind or the change of heart, or, you know, any one of those kings, the change of mind or the change of heart or the change of energy. And your person, I feel, could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be, but I also feel that the soulmate is someone who gives you great balance. And I think you know that they are your soulmate because you want to provide for them, you want to protect them, you want to do all those things. Like when it's from the feminine point of view, they want to take care of you and nurture you and make the house nice, and that's sort of a feminine sort of energy. But in the masculine energy, it's like, I want to protect you, I want to provide for you. That's sort of the masculine energy. So I feel like you have realized that there is feeling here for the soulmate, because why else would you feel that way, right? That you want to take care of and provide for this person. What's the challenge going into the week ahead, please? Challenge going into the week ahead for Aries. Oops. Challenge for the week ahead for Aries, please. Challenge for the week ahead is the Four of Wands. Interesting. Aries, I think that you're kind of going in for it here. For the week ahead, I feel like the Lovers is here, right? So you have unfinished business with a soulmate, and I think that you're going from not speaking to this person at all to possibly bridging. It almost looks like a bridge to me, like bridging the distance to the Lover to get the Four of Wands. I think that your challenge, as you see it, is to get this person to get some stability with you, possibly in a relationship, right? What's the unfinished business? The unfinished business is that we've been waiting and we still don't have clarity about the stuff that's going on between us. Is there going to be a commitment or is there not? I feel like one of you is, or maybe even both of you, is a traditionalist in the fact that you're used to doing your own thing. You've made your own rules. You follow your own rules, your own road. And that might be an issue here, just because we are dealing in some big energies, right? We're dealing in High Priestess energy, we're dealing in Queen of Swords energy, and now we're dealing in Hierophant energy. It feels like what you don't see is that it's going to take a long time to turn this around. Yeah, if you are dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus has showed up here again, or you could be dealing with an air sign, it's going to go slow, really slow. So I think that what you don't see is that someone may want to plant the seeds of intention with you, but they're going to make you wait to watch it grow, understand, right? So it's going to take a long time because this is Taurian energy and it moves super slow. So what are we going to talk about in the extended? If this is your reading and you want a little more information on that, feel free to join me there. We're going to look at the High Priestess and why it's been silent with the High Priestess. What's going on in the head? We're going to talk about that. Why did this fall into complete silence? And what about this shadow work? What have you learned in the shadow work? Because I think you were having a great big fight with yourself in the week ahead. That's what it feels like. We've got resolving issues with the divine counterpart, and we'll talk a little bit about that. And what is going to be said here. I feel like there's some big words that are going to be said here with the world in the reverse, with the unfinished business here. I feel like we have some I feel like you want to drop the seeds of intention and watch them grow, but I don't know if you're in for the long haul or not. If you are, then maybe you might want to, but this is going to be a slow foot race. Very slow. All right, of course, we'll add some oracles on that, and we'll get some advice, and I'm going to go there if you want to be there. I am out for now. Thanks, Aries. Thanks for your energy. I'm out. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.